And thank you so much for joining us today on another episode of AVEVA's Operate in 15 series. My name is Rachel Dwinell, Technical Community Development Lead for the Operations Control portfolio at AVEVA. In this session, we will be discussing AVEVA InTouch HMI, what's new and future roadmap. Joining us today, we have Scott Courtier, Technical Product Manager for AVEVA InTouch HMI. Scott, it's so great to have you here.
Rachel, thanks a bunch for setting this up. Really excited to be here. Thanks.
Absolutely. Well, thanks for joining us. And to begin, can you share some major highlights of the InTouch 2023 R2 release?
Absolutely. So we've done a lot of things to InTouch HMI, mostly around improving the capabilities and the efficiency of how developers work. So some quick examples. We've added the ability to drag and drop UDTs and create tags, thousands of tags in seconds to make it very efficient and an error-proof way while, for example, connecting to OPC data sources is another way that you can bring in tags and again, creating thousands of tags in virtually seconds. Another thing that we've added is the ability to use scalable vector graphics. So if you're not familiar with SVGs, they use math instead of pixels to create images on the screen. So in many design houses will use SVGs. So for example, using products like Adobe Illustrator, Figma, Inkscape, and be able to create layouts and symbols and graphics using SVGs. Now, when we bring those into InTouch, AVEVA Industrial Graphics can be created. You can convert SVGs into industrial graphics. They retain their grouping, their naming, but more importantly, they become native industrial graphics, so you can then animate them and provide animations all over them, just like you would any industrial graphic. But the nice thing is that as a system integrator could farm out layouts or the creation of these SVGs, and those design houses, for example, could use standard tools that they're familiar with to be able to create these layouts. A few other things that we've added are the ability to latch alarms and dismiss and undismiss those alarms to create a better behavior so that the users can find and operate their machinery more efficiently.
Awesome. Thanks for walking us through that. So there is a really big push in the market and AVEVA on hybrid SaaS and subscription. How does this translate to additional value to on-prem perpetual InTouch users?
Great question. So I do want to make the point that our strategy is really to never leave any customer behind. So while we're continuing to innovate our technology and just leveraging the power of the web and the cloud to expand really the use case of how traditional HMI software is used, the important thing is, again, the hybrid piece of this. So we're going to be doing the on-prem as well as the cloud and make sure that the integration of the two is as seamless as can be with really the tools that customers are looking for and asking for. But really just as important as the commercial modernization and going forward and making sure that everything is secure as possible, that we can now scale and grow an InTouch application with unlimited tags and unlimited clients. And this is a term that we're using in a kind of a new product category called InTouch Unlimited. And one of the things that we've done is improve the commercial model. And that's a different way of saying we've reduced the InTouch Unlimited pricing by almost 30%, while at the same time including a very high performant process historian that's going to offer maybe what would be traditionally smaller application projects a more feasible entry point to use this historian. So hopefully we'll be able to show the diagram here and you'll see what's included in InTouch Unlimited. We have the standard edition, the professional edition, as well as the premier edition.
Very exciting. Excellent. So from previous releases, there was a big push with Connected Workers theme and using the cloud and web capabilities. Any improvement in this area in this release?
Yeah, hopefully everybody has seen the video that we have on YouTube about Workspaces. We've, in one of the later previous releases, we've introduced something called Workspaces. And Workspaces can provide InTouch web client users with kind of a new power and flexibility. Basically, it gives them the ability to create ad hoc, personal, customized views and displays, kind of like, almost think of it as like cards or little dashboards that you can make without really using any development tools. It can all be done via the web. So maybe an assistant or a production manager who maybe doesn't have access or current access to the development tools, they can put something together, again, ad hoc and as needed, just using the web-based tools. But this latest release, we support, so switching gears a little bit, this latest release, we support something called AVEVA Connect sign-on. So this allows customers to manage their InTouch HMI users through AVEVA Connect. So this is a little bit different aspect of licensing for us. So rather than licensing based on tag count, through AVEVA Connect, when you sign on for our AVEVA Operations Control subscription, you license based on your user. So this is going to enable this new additional sign-on mechanism will allow users through AVEVA Operations Control subscriptions.
Very exciting. Lots of good stuff. So, Scott, in your opinion, where do you see AVEVA InTouch going from here?
Well, the things that we're looking at for the future are really just making the overall development process easier to use, more efficient, recognizing not only things like the number of mouse clicks to do, but behaviors and expectations of how to get information from the devices and the controllers and the things you need to connect to, the ability to set that up, make that easier to do, make it quicker to do, and streamlining that process, not only the tags, if you will, and getting that data in, but also the creation of graphics and adding the hybrid and the SaaS capabilities, and really just working through team collaboration and knowledge sharing. So very exciting, looking for some things to come in the future.
Fantastic. Well, Scott, thank you so much for taking the time to join us. I think we all learned a lot today. For our audience, thanks for watching, and definitely check back with us soon for our next episode of the Operate in 15 series. Thanks so much and have a great day, everyone.
Thanks, Rachel.